Hi lovelies, and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would open a deck that I bought ages ago now. You can see I've started to take the cellophane off. I haven't looked at it at all yet. Now I thought it would just be nice just to do a simple unboxing and first reaction to this deck, because I am filming this on the 22nd of November, so it's the day before my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow. I am the first day of Sagittarius, 23rd November, so I'm celebrating tomorrow and yet again another trip around the sun. So how about opening an oracle deck all to do with the sun, the oracle of the radiant sun. This is a deck by Caroline Smith and John Astrop, who are also the people behind the Moon Oracle, which is one of my all-time favourite decks. It's a deck that is constantly in use. So this deck I've shown many times before. It's all to do with moon positions. I use it for full moon and new moon readings. I use it when I feel like I need to reconnect with the moon. I absolutely love it. I'm going to see if this one as well holds up to the expectations that the Moon Oracle has given it. Now, I've had it for a while unopened. I bought it ages ago because I knew I really wanted it, and the price was beginning to creep up, and I thought it was a sign that it might be going out of print. So I bought it and put it away, and then just had other decks to get to know first. And I don't think it did go out of print, so I panicked for no reason. But today is the day. Now, how do we get into this box? Oh my gosh, it's a drawer, but oh my goodness, that is so stiff. Right, it says, let the radiant sun guide your life. The powerful orb of the life-giving sun has been worshipped for time immemorial. Its regular passage across the sky was used by the ancients to predict events, and this became the astrology we know today. Now, with this beautiful illustrated deck, you too can follow the sun's path across the heavens and use its light to help guide your life. So the oracle has 7 suits. Each represents a significant planet as it moves through the astrological zodiac. By shuffling the deck and selecting cards, you will find guidance on any question. This fun to use system will shed light on your life issues. Well, I'm glad something's going to do that. So there's 84 stunning cards, 144 page guidebook, and it promises accurate and perceptive readings. So there you go. Oh, split into 2 piles. I hate that, but never mind. So let's have a little look at the guidebook. So because in the Moon Oracle, the guidebook in the Moon Oracle is a really important, essential part of using the Moon Oracle. You've got all the dates for the different moon positions in the back of the book, which finish in 2032. And you've got like the spreads. This is the 7 Sisters spread, which I use all the time with the deck. So let's see what we've got in this guidebook. So it's a little bit smaller size wise. So you've got understanding symbols, the language of astrology, and I don't know anything about astrology, guys. The 7 planets, the astrological houses, you've got all the signs, a sun year reading. Oh, see, I could do this tomorrow. This is why I wanted to open the deck. The Harari reading, is that right? Grand Trine reading, Cardinal Cross reading, and further possibilities. So is it okay for a complete non-astrological person? Like this, it tells you what the houses are. It tells you about planets and about general things about the signs. Gives you astrological symbols, which I can never ever remember, so that's good. Oh, look, it gives you more information about the signs, which is great. So the card shapes come into play. And then you've got the sun suit, the suit of fortune. The moon suit, the suit of security. I like that because I use the moon for grounding. So that's a really nice thing for the moon to represent. Mercury, the suit of change. Then there's Venus, the suit of love, of course. Mars, the suit of action. Jupiter, the suit of gain. Saturn, the suit of ambition. And that's it, I think. And then you've got spread, so you've got the sun year. And then a sample of the sun year reading. Sample 2 of the sun year. Wow. The Harari reading. And then other types of reading. Okay, so it might be quite spread specific, which I have found with the moon oracle as well, but I'm absolutely fine with that. So I really dislike a box where you've got 2 piles because you automatically get like a split, really. Okay, so let's have a look. Can you see that? Look at that. Never mind, that should go with use. So first of all, I absolutely adore the colour palette in this deck, and I think the artwork in this deck is so beautiful. You've got keywords as assertion, acquisition, versatility, resourcefulness. So immediately I can see that it could just be used as a straightforward oracle, so that's good. Okay, I think these are going to form one family of cards. Let's try and organize these. 9, 10. I just want to see the whole family or the whole suit out in front of me. So you can see that is the entire suit of cards, which would be for the sun suit. So the suit of fortune. So you can see there is an Aries card, a Taurus card, a Gemini card, a Cancer card, a Leo. So you've got all 12 astrological signs for the sun, around the sun, for the suit of fortune. Assertion, acquisition, versatility, resourcefulness, fortune, health, harmony, endurance, enthusiasm, achievement, idealism and vision. I love it. I absolutely love that. Yellow. These are all the sun cards, which I love. The next suit is the moon suit. So this is security. And again, yes, we got up to 12 cards for each planet. So we've got protection, exhalation, adaptability, friendship, appreciation, order, companionship, power, optimism, practicality, independence and empathy. And we're just going to compare them together. So you've got, instead of like the bright yellow, you've got the purple border, which I suppose is a bit more like moonlight. You do have the little moon symbol down here, and then what star sign, what sun sign it's relating to. So that is security. So the next one is Mercury and the suit of change. So again, you can see you've got 12 cards, again one for each sun sign. So this is Mercury here in change. So you've got the keywords restlessness, resistance, excitement, intuition, drama, caution, influence, extremism, discovery, organisation, originality, and inspiration. Again, you've got a slightly different colour here. It's a very pale yellow as opposed to a dark yellow for the sun. You've got the symbol for Mercury in the corner. You've got each of the sun signs represented in the other side. And I do like those key words. I like those key words around that idea of change. You know, it is restlessness, it might be influence, it might be discovering things, it might be your intuition for change. Caution is needed. It's a nice mishmash of positive and negative, like resistance to change or excitement for change. You've got different elements of that. You've got things that might be causing change, like inspiration or influence or intuition. So there's a lot to work with there. I think even pulling these as just plain oracle cards with the key word and knowing what the suit is all about, that keyword of change alongside all the other keywords, there's a lot to gain from just using it as a straightforward oracle. So Venus is the next suit, the suit of love. So you've got, let's see what our keywords for love are. Is this clear enough? You've got lust, romance, you've got flattery, oh wow, birth, affair, discrimination, indecision, secrets, flirtation, convention, detachment, and submission. Really, again, really interesting keywords that could cover an entire gamut to do with the idea of love, like even like a mother's love, like detachment from love, leading to isolation, so like mistrust, convention, thinking that you have to walk a certain route with love, like submission, lust and romance. You've got things like flattery. It brings a lot in, like the need for discrimination. It makes sense once you know this is a suit all about love, and it is quite a varied collection of keywords, which I really like. So that's our Venus suit. So the next suit is Mars, the suit of action. So let's see what our keywords are for Mars. We've got impulsiveness, defense, decision, quarrel, egotism. See, it's not just like the type of action, but it's like cause and effect as well in there. Criticism, choice. So you do get a choice when you're called into action. Revenge. Oh my gosh, see, like the cause of action comes in. Domination, authority, rebellion, and escape. Brilliant keywords again. Really, really interesting. I love that. So in a minute, once I've gone through all the suits and I kind of have got a feel for what the deck is, we'll have a closer look at the artwork. I'll zoom you in, but let's just get an idea of these suits first. So that was Mars, the suit of action. Jupiter, which isn't Sagittarius linked to Jupiter? Pretty certain it is. And Jupiter is the suit of gain. So let's look at our keywords for the suit of gain. So we've got enterprise, of course, if you want to gain something. Status, gaining things through status. Bluff, fake it till you make it. Speculation, publicity, patience, one brick at a time, brick by brick. Negotiation, so the skills you might need for gain. Manipulation, yep, some people get gain that way. Or principle, so you can see that's a double-edged sword there within the game of gain. Control, innovation, and seduction. Oh my gosh, again, positive light aspects and some real shadow aspects that could come into play when it comes to gain, like controlling somebody for gain, or manipulating or seducing somebody to get what you want. I'm really interested actually now in really using this deck, because I think the keywords are exciting me, because they've got a breadth to them. Unexpected keywords as well, I would have thought. And then after Jupiter we have Saturn, the suit of ambition. So let's see the keywords for the suit of ambition. So we've got risk. Yep, to be ambitious you do need to step out of your comfort zone and risk. Ostentation, concentration, so to concentrate on the goal if you're ambitious. Charity, generosity, isolation. Oh my gosh, isolation for the suit of ambition. I suppose sometimes you just have to go all in, don't you? And possibly like lock yourself away to work on something perhaps. Devotion to a task, inheritance, fulfillment, riches, cause and effect again, eccentricity, I love that one, and loss. Okay, really interesting keywords again. So those are all the cards, guys. Those are our 6 or 7 suits, was it? Let's just have a look. So we've got Saturn and ambition, was this Jupiter and gain, Mars and action, Venus and love, Mercury and change, the moon with security, and then the sun with fortune. So that's our basic layout of the deck. Right, I am going to zoom us in now and just go through the artwork. A slightly closer up view of the artwork. I love the way that the artwork is segmented. I think even without the added interest of astrology and the planets and the different houses and the way it all works with the keywords, I think just the artwork and the colour palette itself with the keywords, I would be quite happy to work with this deck just because of all those things. I think the artwork is just so beautiful. It's kind of got a mixed energy of super modern with super old-fashioned, almost like, you know, a really old-fashioned master's woodcut. It's reminding me a little bit of this exhibition that I went to in Aberystwyth with all the great artists in and all of their woodcuts. It's like a coloured woodcut art, and yet the way it's laid out on the cards, it's got a really modern feel as well. It's both things. My dad used to work in a photo colour adding workshop before there was colour photography, and I'll show you a picture that I've got on my ancestor altar, one of the pictures of him in the army that he coloured in himself. That's how they would put colour on old photos, and it almost has a feel of that as well. So it feels modern and vintage and old and new all at the same time, and I'm really loving it. Do you know what? I think I'm going to use this really as a straight oracle whilst also getting to know it via the book. I'm going to have a look at that spread tomorrow on my birthday, which will be fun to do, to use a new deck on my birthday. Because I've been trying to think, what do I want to do about a year ahead spread this year, because to be honest, I haven't really utilised my year ahead spread at all this year, or my word of the year. It's kind of been lost at the wayside a little bit this year. So it might be nice just to change it up a bit and see if I can do that sun spread, see if that can take the place of a year ahead spread. That might be a nice idea to do. I don't know yet. It might not work at all. But I could always come back and show you and make another video if I do go ahead and do something like that. But today I'm just soaking this up. It's the colour palette. I am an absolute sucker for like sort of a duck egg blue or like a teal. Anything on that spectrum, sort of greeny blue, tealy, duck egg blue with pink. And there's both of those colours. Look, in all of these cards with that sort of lemon as well. It really is lovely. Yeah, I can really see this being versatile. I think without the keywords, if you were just going with planets and sun signs, I would find that a lot trickier, not being into astrology at all. I'm interested in astrology, just don't know anything about it. And I don't think I've got the brain capacity anymore to hold on to any more information, it would seem. But because we've got the keyword as well, I think that's really makes it diverse. You can just use it as an oracle. And I think most of us have got some idea of some of the energies and the ideas around each planet or around each sun sign. And if you don't, then you've got that section at the front of this book, look, that gives you a quick overview of each of the 12 signs and each of the planets. So, or this chart here, which gives you an idea for something else to add in to the keyword. Yeah, really, really usable. I love it. I really love it. If I compare it to the size of the Moon Oracle cards, you can see that the Moon Oracle cards are a lot bigger. This is a much smaller deck. The card stock is actually pretty identical. It's pretty much the same, but it's a smaller deck. But I think that's really suits the deck. The backs look like this. Let's have a look and just see how it shuffles. Oh, I'm really excited. It's so nice to open a deck. Oh, it's got no bend. And it's a small deck, so I can put some oomph behind it, but boy, that's got no bend. That is solid. So this has a lot more bend, the Moon Oracle, than this. It could be just the size of it is limiting it, or it could be that it's just sat in a box waiting for me to open it for about a year and a half. Yeah, that isn't a pleasant riffle shuffle. That's really hard on the fingers, and I wouldn't even attempt to bridge it. That's going to be one of those that you would just destroy it if you tried to bridge it. It overhands lovely though. It's definitely going to be one of those decks that I overhand. Oh, and look what we've got come out. We've got, is it a little fox with discrimination? Let me test myself. Is this Mercury in, is that Libra? Oh my gosh, it's a complete guess. I think that's Mercury, which was the suit of change, was it? Yes, the suit of change, card number 6. So it's really easy to find in the book. Mercury, yeah. Oh no, hang on, that's Mercury with the little horns on the top. So what's that one? Oh my gosh, everybody who's into astrology is laughing, I bet. Let's have a look. What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it that one? Venus. Oh, it's Venus. Did I get Libra right? Did I get Libra right? Let's have a look. Number 6. Oh, Venus in Virgo. No, I got none of it right. So Venus is love, Virgo is perfection and service. So you've automatically got more keywords there. Oh, so that was a complete abject failure. At least you can see I'm honest. At least you can see I have no astrological knowledge that's stuck yet. So I am coming into this as a newbie. So if you're interested in this deck but have thought it's not for me because I'm not into astrology and I've got no knowledge, I don't even know what the glyphs are, then hey, watch me, I'll make you feel so much better. So this is actually Venus in Virgo, and it says here Venus is love, I did know that. Virgo, perfection and service. I did know that Virgos were very much regimented, they like things as they should be. Virgos are not like Sagittarius people in that way at all. A woman, her hair garlanded, walks barefoot in the neat countryside. She reaches out towards the many butterflies. It is a fox, a small fox barks. Virgo cares for and rules smaller, more delicate creatures. So it says here, personal. For Venus Virgo types, romantically, it is important that partners share their intellectual interests. People with this planet sign combination may be in danger of analysing their emotions to excess, though when positively directed, this ability can be helpful to others in the form of relationship counselling. Their close friends are few but selectively chosen. The Venus Virgo personality type shows great discrimination in choosing on whom and what to bestow their affections. When this is taken to extremes in a negative way, it can make them downright picky about potential friends and lovers. In many areas of life, however, this fastidious attitude stands this personality type in good stead. With a little more Venus extravagance added to the careful Virgo temperament, this person will make an excellent cook. Something to do with nourishment, pleasure and Virgo perfectionism combines to make a great but ever modest chef or host. Virgos always show love in practical ways. Many of their social activities or romantic interests revolve around work or health. They may also be involved with artistic or alternative pursuits. It is important that the work surroundings of the Venus Virgoan are harmonious and beautiful, or life can get twitchy. They display good taste in clothes, and this aspect features in the birth charts of many fashion designers. When this card is picked, it shows the need to be ultra selective, using all powers of discretion to attain aims. So that's a personal reading. For events, it gives a close friendship that may develop further, a total makeover, a love affair with someone at work. So it's only at the very end, in this very last section, that we get a more direct divination message. I mean, you could read that and extract information, but it's only when we get here. So if I was pulling this card for me, and I'm not a Venus Virgo, I could use love, perfection, service. I would take the idea of beauty. I would take the idea of choice and discrimination. I would read that as choosing beauty. And then I would look here for ultra selective, using powers of discretion to attain aims. Yeah, I would have to look at that bit there. So it's this last little section here that gives you a direct divination message. But there is a lot to pull on from the other information around it. And it's a lovely way of learning astrology with an image, which I've got a visual memory only. So perhaps now some of these glyphs might stick. Some of the information around planets and sun signs might stick. So the sample sun year reading gives you a theme or speculation, and then you pull one card for every month. So that might be nice to do. I think also what I'd like to do is get my birth chart with which planet is in which house and lay that out as well. That might be really interesting to do with this deck as well. So that's it, guys. That's a very, it was a bit ramshackle, it felt a bit of a ramshackle, confused, unexpert first look at the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What do you think? I think that's really interesting. I am super excited. I'm super pleased that I've got this open now. Do you have this deck? Let me know in the comments. How do you use it if you have it, and what ways do you think this deck sings? I know that when I talk about the Moon Oracle, I always tell people use that Seven Sisters spread. It sings with that for me. But if you have this deck and you use it in a different way, share that in the comments, or any tips on using the deck, share that in the comments so that we can all learn together. That would be brilliant. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that wasn't too confused and ramshackle. You could tell I was literally it's not edited, so hopefully it made sense. And thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.